What's up, everybody? It is Matt Modine with OddsJam, and for this video, it is the morning, so let's bet some NBA player props. Of course, all of the bets I get, I use the OddsJam software to find. So if you're not a member of OddsJam, at least sign up. Go to the website, go to oddsjam.com, sign up for a free trial. Of course, would also appreciate if you could like the video, comment with your feedback, and subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel. We have a ton of helpful content on the OddsJam YouTube channel that I think would be really helpful for beginner up to an expert. So subscribe, do yourself a huge favor. But of course, let's get into it. So what I have up here is the OddsJam positive expected value page. This is where I find all my player prop best bets. This page, essentially, I give a brief recap in every video. I'll keep this one brief as well. This page pulls the OddsJam perfect line, which is from the sharpest bookmaker in the world. So essentially, whatever the line you see here for the OddsJam perfect line, we're going to deem to be the most accurate line, the true line. It's pulled from the sharpest sportsbook, the sharpest bookmaker in the world. And then what OddsJam does is it removes the VIG, and the VIG is just the juice that sportsbooks price odds to make their profit. And anywhere in which we are getting more favorable odds from the no VIG odds on another sportsbook is going to be a positive expected value bet. So I've done 8 of these total with my bets actually being tracked. Unfortunately, I had a good start to these 4. I had a rough day yesterday. Was down $80 overall. My first bet hit, which was my biggest bet. Every other bet after that lost, which was unfortunate. So within 2 days, I'm down $33. Negative 9% in ROI with about a $20 expected profit. So today I got 4 more. Hopefully things will turn around, but let's get into it. So as I'm scanning through here, there are 2 plays that have stuck out to me that I really like. They both involve James Harden. Number 1 is his over 7.5 rebounds. With Embiid out, Harden is a little more aggressive, specifically on the boards. Hasn't really manifested itself in terms of scoring, as he had a pretty rough game 1. But at least he is being aggressive on the boards. So I want to look into this play and see if there's some value here. And right now I can already see that there's some value here. So the OddsJam perfect line prices it at minus 131. The other side of it is at minus 101, so it's only 32 cents in market width. I can get it at plus 100 on FanDuel. Every other book aside from PointsBet and really BetRivers have it priced pretty significantly below this number and closer to the OddsJam line, which signifies to me that this is a true positive expected value bet. So I'm going to go to FanDuel and I'm going to go ahead and lock this one in. Using the Kelly criterion method to tell me how much to put on it says it's a $60 bet, so that's what I'll do. I'll put $60 on it. So James Harden over 7.5 rebounds, locked in $60 as you can see on the screen here. Locked it in and it's good to go. So there are 2 things I need to do now. Number 1, I just need to add it to the OddsJam bet tracker. This bet tracker is completely free to use. It's a really helpful tool for any and all sports bettors. Whether, like I said at the beginning, if you're a beginner or an expert, tracking your bets is incredibly important as a sports bettor. You just need to understand whether you're profitable or not. So for me, I'm up over 12 grand. Despite the player props not doing well yesterday, I had a pretty good day yesterday in terms of baseball. And I took the under on the Grizzlies-Warriors game, which hit. So I know that even though my player props didn't do well, I'm up 500 just from 2 days of betting. And this is all taken from the bet tracker. So the bet tracker, you just go to oddsjam.com. It's completely free to use. I can't recommend it enough. It tells you whether your bets are green or red in terms of beating the closing line or not. It also auto-grades all your bets for you. So the pending bets you see here are going to be graded automatically as won or lost. You won't need to go in and manually do anything. So I added it to the bet tracker, as you can see here. Closing line already updated as minus 113. So now what I need to do is just add it to the spreadsheet. And here we have it. Harden over rebounds, FanDuel today. May the 4th be with you. $60 plus 100 odds. Expected value was 6.04% taken from the OddsJam positive expected value page right here. And the expected profit, my profit margin essentially for this is $3.62. So that is 1 bet. Let's look for more. All right, so I mentioned that I wanted to look at his points as well to see if there's any value there. So let's look into it and let's see. James Harden, it was under 23.5 points. So the OddsJam perfect line prices it at minus 145. FanDuel, Caesars have it at minus 120. Looks like Bet Rivers, PointsBet have it at 22.5. So getting it at 23 is another valuable bet, DraftKings and BetMGM. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this one in. $65 bet. I'm going to go to BetMGM and I'm going to go ahead and lock this one in for 65 bucks. All right, and as we see on the screen here, James Harden under 23.5 points. This was a $65 bet. So go ahead, lock it in. Bet has been placed. Good to go. So my second bet, one over, one under for James Harden. First, let me add this to the bet tracker, 65 bucks. Now I need to add it to the spreadsheet as my second bet for tonight. And here we have it. Harden, this should be under. Points, BetMGM. Today, May the 4th, 65 bucks minus 110 odds. The expected value percent was 6.01%. Expected profit margin at 3.91%. So those are my two bets for the Sixers-Suns game. Just two James Harden bets. Now Sixers Heat game. Now let me look at the Mavericks Suns game and see if there is any valuable bets to take. So right off the bat, Booker over 25.5 points seems pretty good to me. He had a great game one, first half of game one, and then he kind of slowed down in the second half, but they were also annihilating. So I'm expecting Booker to have another good game. So let's go to the play. Let's see if there's some value there. Devin Booker over 25.5 points. So the OddsJam line prices it at minus 151. We are getting it on Caesars and BetMGM at minus 115. Looks like the other books kind of have it in between MGM and Caesars, which shows me that there is some value there, which I think makes it worthy of taking. So it looks like this is a $60 bet for me. So let me I'm going to take this one on Caesars just to diversify a little bit and lock this bet in. So total points, Devin Booker over 25.5. This was a $60 bet. That's right, $60 bet. So place bet, and we are good to go. So my third bet, Devin Booker over 25.5 points. Of course, I need to add it to my bet tracker, and I put for 60 on this, and I need to add it to the spreadsheet. So let me go ahead and do that, and then I will find one last bet to place, and then I'll go ahead and skedaddle on out of here with my 4 player props. And here we have it. Booker over points. I took it on Caesars. 60 bucks minus 115 odds. The expected value percent was 5.44. $3.26 in expected profit margin there. So now I have 3 bets placed. Let me refresh this and let me look for one more. One way I'll highlight this one as my last bet. One way that I like to find profitable bets is I always like to look for discrepancies in which you are getting on from one sports book based on all the other sports books, right? The OddsJam perfect line signifies that it has positive expected value. Most of the other books have it closer to the OddsJam line than the book that we're betting it at, which signifies confidence, which signifies that you're getting a true pricing discrepancy. So what I like to do is find examples in which the best odds, the non-positive expected value odds, are not the OddsJam line, because that's an easy way to immediately find out if that bet that you have is a true outlier or not. So let's see if there are any examples of that, of course, that are within market width. And here we go. Luka under 8.5 assists. He was awesome in game one, put up over 40 points. But the Suns still lost, and maybe, things are going to be a little bit different in game two. But the fact that, so the bet is the under 8.5 minus 115 on WinBet. The best odds on the other side are plus 110, and it is within market width. These two are not, which is why I avoided them. So let's look at this one in a new tab and see if Luka under 8.5 assists has any value. I don't love fading Luka, but if it's a valuable bet, it's a valuable bet. And it looks like there is a little bit of value on it. So the OddsJam line has it at minus 144. PointsBet and FanDuel have it closer to the bet that we'd place it on, but BetMGM, Caesars, DraftKings, and even Bet Rivers have it closer to the OddsJam line, which does signify a little bit of a pricing discrepancy to me. So I do think that's a valuable bet. The calculator only tells me to put 35 on it, but since I do want to take advantage of getting the pricing discrepancy, I'm going to round this one up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put 50 on it. And that'll be my final bet. Luka under 8.5 assists, minus 115 on WinBet. So let's lock it in. And we see it right here. Luka under 8.5 assists, minus 115 odds. We put 50 bucks on it, place bet, and we are good to go. So again, let me add this to my bet tracker. I put it's 50 bucks. Now I need to add it to the spreadsheet, and I'll do that right now. And there we have it. Luka under assists, took it on WinBet. This should be 5-4, 50 bucks minus 115 odds. The expected value percent was 3, roughly 3%, which puts my profit margin at $1.52. So I have 4 bets placed for tonight, total of $235, total expected profit margin of roughly $12. So we'll see how things go, and if I can weather the storm and get back in the winning column like I was in the first day. I'm just going to highlight this one green to show that gray to show that this was a new day. But if you're tailing these bets, I would love to hear it. You can see them all on my bet tracker right here. James Harden over 7.5 assists, under 23.5 points, Booker over 25.5 points, and Luka under 8.5 assists. Again, if you're tailing, I would love to hear it. You can see my Twitter handle on the screen here. Hit me up there. I would also appreciate if you could like the video and comment, provide your feedback that way as well. Other than that, please remember to subscribe to the OddsJam YouTube channel and check out the OddsJam website, play along with all the different calculators and pages that you saw me use here today. But that's all I got for you. So thanks for watching and have a good one.